This is exactly how you can reduce the cost per lead and increase the quality of the leads you're getting at the same time. Most people think that this is actually possible because either you do one or the other, but this is not actually 100% true, because if you're just looking to get more quality leads, which means more people willing to pick up the phone and talk with you that are looking for the cleaning services that you are providing, and less people shopping around. So if you have those, you have more quality leads, right? When you say, I want to improve the quality, you're saying, I want to get less people saying that my services are very expensive when I'm charging actually a normal flat rate. And I want more people that are willing to pick up the phone and talk with my team or with me to hire the cleaning services with me, right? So when you say that, you are looking to get more qualified leads. And you can do that. You can look for more people that are willing to pick up the phone, less people shopping around, and more people willing to hire the services with you, and reduce the cost per lead at the same time. And you do that just basically understand the concept of the cost per lead and the quality of leads. The concept of the cost per lead is basically an amount of CPM, the cost per 1,000 impressions, the CPC, the cost per click, and the CTR, the click-through rate. You need to work on getting better numbers here. For example, if your cost per 1,000 impressions, let's talk about the CPM. And going back here to the campaign, I'm going to show you that we got the CPM before, and we have two campaigns here, right? We have the campaign we ran last month and the campaign we are running right now, which the last month we were running the campaign and paying $20 per lead, and now we are running other campaign that we are paying $12 per lead and getting better leads. And if you take a look here at the numbers that I just explained to you about it, the CPM, for example, we reduced the CPM from 31 to 22. And we changed that by simply applying the things I'm going to explain to you right now. And we also reduced the CPC, the cost per click, from $3 to $2. And we increased it a little bit, the click-through rate, right? So from 1,000 people that you're reaching, how many people are clicking your ad? This we generate the click-through rate right here. All right. So we reduced it, but we increased it by just a little bit. You can see here that it's basically 1%, 2%, but it's actually 0.1%, 0.2%, but not significantly. But actually, just by actually focus on the CPC and the CPM, you can get a better cost per lead. That's it. So let me go back here and show you how you can reduce the cost per 1,000 impression, right? And how you can reduce the CPM. Basically doing these three things right here. You can work on more ads. You can create more ads, more volume. If you're running 2, you can run 4, 6, and this will help you reduce the cost per 1,000 impressions. You can duplicate a campaign, so you can reset the learning phase of your campaigns. And you can also test different audiences. And here we have the CPC, the cost per click. And how you can increase the cost per click is pretty basic. You just need to work more on your hooks, right? The creatives you're running. First thing is, don't use images. Images are not good overall for clean business because it drives a lot of bad leads. So just don't consider running those images. So we're not talking about videos. We have 3 parts for each video. So we have the hook, the first 5 seconds, the content, which is what comes after this, and then the CDA, the call to action, right? When you say book now, book the cleaning now, or request your quote now. So when you work on your first 5 seconds of the videos and you try to create better hooks that is going to make people stop more to watch your ad, so your CPC is going to be best, right? And you also can test the same ads you're running right now with different audiences and try to reach out a batch of audiences that is going to be performing best for the creatives you have, right? And the CTR, the click-through rate. So if you already have those two here figured out, then you can already reduce cost per lead. And the CTR is just something that you can do to reduce cost per lead, but it's just don't matter so much. But even though I'm putting here because it's important, right? You can just visually improve the creatives and work on better CDAs, so you can get more people clicking your ad. And visually, I mean, you need to make people stop more to watch your ad. They're going to be there scrolling, and the more you make them stop and focus on your ad, so the better is going to be your CTR. All right. So when you do this, you reduce the cost per lead. Naturally. If you reduce the CPM, you reduce the cost per lead. If you reduce the CPC, you reduce the cost per lead. If you increase the TR, you reduce the cost per lead. But most people, to reduce the cost per lead, what they actually do is not just focus on that, but they try to create forms that are more easily to request a quote with you, right? But this is not the solution, because when you do that, what happens is you're going to reduce the cost per lead maybe to $5, but you're going to get a lot of people looking for jobs, people that are literally just shopping around, people that are just spamming, people I don't know, you're gonna get a lot of bad leads because you're just making more easier the process to book with your company for everyone, right? And when you do this, you're feeding the campaign you have with bad data, with bad quality data. Now, three steps to increase the quality is: first, you need to create a new campaign from scratch, right? Because when you do this, again, you are resetting the learning phase of the campaign. You are resetting the intelligence, the data, everything from the campaign, right? You're creating a campaign from scratch. You need to make sure also that right at the beginning, you are fitting this new campaign with quality data. And for that, you need to work on better forms. You need to create better formats. So, for example, ask different questions, figure out new questions to ask more questions, try to qualify more before they quote with you, before they actually request the quote with you. Before they can finish the form, they need to fill out more questions and answer more questions. And when you do this, you're going to make sure that you also are filtering the answers. So you just got the people that are answering according which what you want, which the type of lead you want. So the more you are driving leads right through this, you're gonna be feeding the campaign with more quality data, which is gonna allow you just improve a campaign from the beginning, getting more and more and more each week, more qualified leads because of that, right? So when you do this, if you just work better on your forms at the same time that you do this, you're going to be reducing the cost per lead and increasing the quality naturally. All right, naturally. Sometimes you need to do this one more than one time, and you're try to do one time is not going to get right, and then you need to try again, and you try again and again and again and again. It's going to get hard, but it looks like this at the beginning. So if you want to save time and if you want to have someone, a team that already knows how to do this fast without having to try it and try and try it and test it a lot of times and spend a lot of money, you can book a free strategy call for you right now, clicking here on the link in the description. Or if you're watching this through Instagram, you can go on our Instagram bio and click on the link to book a free strategy call with us. In this call, we can see if it would be a good fit for us to work together to make this happen for you, to implement a system that is going to drive you more qualified leads while paying a good cost per lead and helping you improve that every week. So every week trying to get a better cost per lead, every week trying to get more qualified leads, and etc. So if you are interested about it, just click here on the link in the description and book your free strategy call with us.